Hello, Narnach here. Welcome back to Path of Exile. We are playing in the Hardcore Breach League as a solo self-found Beacon of Corruption Necromancer. We summon minions, then turn them into puffs of smoke with caustic cloud. This episode we're gonna run our daily Zana mission. He's at level 4. So we're gonna get a level 3 or a level 4 or a tier 3 or 4 equivalent mission.
Sane, Exile.
Let's see what she gives us.
Back for more. I could use a hand.
We got a time limit. We can touch the standing stones to increase the limits. Have to kill corrupted monsters on the beach. Ah, that's gonna be fun. Like normally the beach is a tier 3 map.
A paradise, forever replenished by endless waves teeming with life.
Level 72. That makes it a tier 5 equivalent. And it has both Nemesis and Bloodlines. This is very fun. If we get breaches here, those are gonna get interesting. On top of that, playing with some experimental changes. During the warm-up they were okay, so now I just want to test them for reals. I'm now channeling Raging Spirits as well as raise Spectres. So those are now the 2 skills that are linked to my cast while channeling Wither. It's really beneficial for my mana usage, as well as for actually keeping targets withered. The net result is I'm summoning way more spirits, as well as actually keeping up with some of the Raging Spirits. I'm no longer guzzling blue potions every 2 seconds. Downside is, of course, they're now both unlinked, so my Spectres really did get a damage penalty. More importantly, their caustic cloud got a damage penalty, but I'm hoping to offset that by the fact that we actually have more of them up and running now. And that will actually just more actively consume the corpses, building up caustic clouds. And then once we get a 5 or 6 link up, things will get better. Right. But I have to focus a little bit more, push the speed a little bit more. Okay. Beach is more or less a linear map. I'm remembering now that I see it. I think it was also higher than tier 3. But it could be that I've played it as a shaped map or something, but I remember playing it with my lacerator as at least a yellow. Interesting thing to note is that channeling summon raise Spectres, not summon raise Spectres. If there's no corpses, it will actually quote-unquote cast raise Spectres, but it's just not gonna do something. It's not gonna skip it and get you a Raging Spirit instead, which is the behavior I had expected. I might do a little bit more extensive testing and digging on that, and if not, post a question on the dev forums about it. Basically verifying if that's intended behavior or if that is an oversight, because a lot of channeling behavior has been bugged, especially channeling behavior dealing with corpses. I suspect cast while channeling was a skill that might not have been entirely ready for use when it was first released. And now they're just working out the edge cases. Okay, let's take a bit of a step back here. Minions protect me. So only a couple more to do. Standing stones, yes, just calling in the power of standing stones here. And this should be the last pack. This is pretty aggressive on the timing. I like it. Now we completed the mission, so now we can wrap up for the other mobs. And then we're gonna get a very interesting breach encounter here. So for sake of completeness, just walk back a little bit. Just to get the mobs around the breach gone. Because we will need the space. Because if we're gonna get blue and yellow packs from the breach itself more than normal. It's gonna be a tough breach, especially because this is an open area. So everything that spawns will be able to swarm us. It's gonna be our toughest encounter yet. Okay. Let's do this. Army of the Damned be released. Okay, Quartz Mask goes up. Jeez. Army of the Damned. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa. Okay, Quartz Flask, just distract him a little bit. Army of the Damned goes up. Okay. Say, this was one of the toughest breaches we've done yet. I'm very happy we made it out alive. This it was tricky. We lost all of our zombies, just as an indication of how tricky it was. The thing is, we did get quite some kills in. We managed to get Army of the Damned cast at least 2 times, maybe 3 times. And we do need 64 souls per cast. First one, of course, was charged by the map itself. After that, it was a tool breach. That's, of course, also an interesting factor in terms of difficulty. And it was a level 72 breach. So that's not tier 5 equivalent. That's quite a bit higher than we've been pushing it so far. No, it feels like a waste not to do the Zana dailies. But in terms of difficulty, they're pushing a lot further than the maps I'm currently playing. So there is that as a trade-off. You could say if you want to be completely... what would be the best word for that? What if you want to be completely on the safe side? Yeah, if you want to be really, really cautious. No? Skipping Zana dailies or not participating in breaches in some of the Zana missions might be a way to extend the life of your character. On the other hand, no. You can also reverse the argument. Was it tough? Yes. Did I survive the encounter? Yes. Okay, end of discussion. Well, there was a lot more risk than I've been in lately. I was actually fighting in life for quite a bit. Hey, hello there, Ashley Sard. But yeah, that's a trade-off or a decision that you'll have to make for yourself, whether you're comfortable with that much risk or not. In this case, no, on the one hand, I'm trying to be as cautious as possible. No, the map itself, it's only Bloodlines and Nemesis. There's nothing else about it in this map. So this is basically, it's a white map with a couple of bonuses. Yes, it's a couple levels higher than I've been playing lately. And yes, my primary attacks no longer have damage bonuses in terms of links. So we did take a damage penalty there. But we survived the encounter. And things are only gonna get better. But for now I'm gonna say this was a calculated risk. It was worth it, and as long as I remain aware that things could get dangerous, especially in breaches, because they really scale. Breach blues and especially breach yellows are very dangerous. And we currently still have a bit of an issue just dealing with some of those things. You can't raise breach monsters as Spectres, which is also an issue. I don't think they even drop corpses at all. So channeling the way we do, we will not be able to burn any of the corpses. We can't turn the minion or the monsters that are part of the breach. We can't turn them back against their friends as Spectres, and we can't turn them into the Coastal Clouds. As a result, we do truly rely on just the other mobs, the non-breach mobs, for that. And as a result, I'm relying pretty heavily on the Desecrate for that. Well, yeah, in breaches it has a bit of a logistical issue that you constantly have to recast Desecrate in between your channeling duties. I think there was a bit of a pocket slightly back here. Oh, that's actually a pocket with the boss arena. That's very comfortable not to bypass that. So yeah, let's make sure we're clear here. Like that, and then we go into the boss fight. Here, bossy boss. Glaze. The angry version of Hillrake, who, of course, we need to put some corpses around and then we can just fumigate them. I think this is working pretty well. As the health is just going down, it's taking damage. We got a nice Acid Lakes map to boot. So, let's empty our pockets. And then move on to the other 50 mobs that are still out there. One of the tricky bits of the beach is that a lot of mobs might be hiding in the water. So if you're not doing full complete sweeps, including the water, you might miss a couple, or there's going to be a lot of backtracking. We might find another breach. Might be thinking, wait, he barely survived the first breach. How can he be thinking about the second one? Well, I do have to account for entertainment value as well, right? Let's get out of there. Something is not being happy. That's the interesting bit about more Nemesis mods. You get more things that explode in your face. Volatiles or barriers. And things like Spirit Walkers are the easy ones to deal with. There's 9 mobs remaining, and they're probably in the water somewhere back. So they are the lucky ones. So we managed. Oh, who are not a lucky one? Silly wannabe chicken. Zana is now nearly level 5, and I've got an evening of mapping ahead of me. At least as long as latency stays stable. Got at least an hour before things have the potential to turn bad, but it's good. So there you have it, another Zana daily mission, and I think it got plenty exciting, so hope you enjoyed it as well. As always, I'm gonna thank you very much for watching. I'll see you again next time. Bye bye.